It's the Tony Rose Morning Show on Sam 100.7, and not very often do we get an Academy Award-winning actress on the show. On the line with us, Mary Steenburgen. Good morning, Mary. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing so great. Thank you so much for taking some time out today to come on the show and hang out with us. So what's been going on with you? I know you've been very, very busy lately. A good friend of yours seems to be running for president.
Yeah, well, she's a little busier than me, but yes, I've known Hillary Clinton for almost 30 years.
Wow.
She's one of my best friends from Arkansas.
Yeah.
And I'm passionately supporting her candidacy and talking about her whenever I can, and kind of helping people to know a little bit more about someone I've known for a very long time.
Now let me ask you this: so you said you're best friends with Hillary. Like, what do you guys what do you guys do when you're just having girl time, just the two of you? You know, what do you guys go to just to hang out for fun and stuff?
Well, going to hang out somewhere for fun is kind of hard these days because there's a whole lot of cameras that would follow us wherever we would go. The last place I remember that there was no cameras was last summer on Martha's Vineyard when they came to visit us there, and if we're and you know their whole vacation lasted less than 48 hours, so it was kind of pathetic. But if we're just sitting around, we're 99% of the time we're talking about our daughters, like most moms.
Right.
And just we raised our girls together, and our daughters are friends, and that's mostly what we talk about if we're just able to talk about anything.
Wow.
But we haven't had a lot of just regular normal time for a while, I have to admit. This is kind of an extraordinary circumstance.
Man, now of course you've been busy as well. What do you got going on? I know you got some projects that are getting ready to come out and everything. What have you been up to in the last couple of years?
This has been a crazy year for me. I don't know what's happened, but I've had some kind of strange little renaissance. So I do have a bunch of movies coming out. I have a big movie coming out in July called Step Brothers with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly. It's the same director as Talladega Nights and Anchorman. And making it was kind of like dying and going to actor heaven. Like maybe I did something right in my acting life, because it was really just for someone who loves to laugh, it was a total joy. I mean, there wasn't a single scene that somebody didn't get the giggles, you know. And
is Will Ferrell always on? Like, is he always?
You know something? He's not. He's actually refreshingly normal. And so when the director says cut, he's a very real person. You know, he's married to an amazing woman. He's got 2 little boys, and he's kind of wonderful. Those guys that are on all the time are sort of exhausting after a while.
Right.
And Will is just like this really good guy that happens to be ridiculously talented and unbelievably funny. And so during this scene, he's kind of like the stealth bomber, and that you don't know what's. And we improvised a lot. So you know, all of a sudden this kind of hilarious thing would come at you, and my job was to be disciplined and not lose it every single take, but it was pretty tough.
Now, what's the role when people see you that they come up to you and they go, "Oh, you know, I loved you in this movie"? What's the movie that most people hit you with?
Well, it sort of depends on the age of the people, but a lot of people, it's Parenthood, and for a lot of people, it's Back to the Future 3, especially guys in their kind of 20s who were 9 or 10 years old when that came out.
Guilty on that one. That's the one I was going to say. I'm just running around, hopping on trains and running around the Old West. You know, what was that like? Was
pretty cool. I felt like I got to be one of the guys, you know, because I was riding horseback and working with the stunt people and doing at least the setups for stunts. It was me riding up to the back of the train, and then my stunt double would do the transfer from the horse to the train. But just doing that much for me and doing the training that involved was pretty cool.
Well, of course, our Kentucky primary is talking about voting. It's right around the corner, about a month away here. And this is like one of the first times we're all so excited around here in the Bluegrass State because our votes are actually going to matter this year, it looks like.
Boy, usually, do they ever.
Yeah, usually by now it's totally just, it doesn't mean anything, But this is going to be so cool. I mean, what's the vibe going to be like, you think, for Senator Clinton as she heads into the Bluegrass State?
We feel very much and are the underdogs, and at the same time we're extremely hopeful and excited. And she is, I saw her about 4 nights ago in Los Angeles, and she was heading back in your direction. She was actually heading for Memphis for the Dr. King ceremonies, but she is extremely upbeat and hopeful, and she just said, I can't listen to any of the pundits, and all I know how to do is tell people what I will do for the economy and what I will do to try to help keep the world safe and improve it, and we'll let them vote and see what happens.
And the word pundit in general, that's just, I wouldn't want to listen to somebody with a pundit. That's just not even a fun name. They could have came up with something better, couldn't they? Pundit. Oh, look at me, I'm a pundit, Anyway, it sounds like something with a huge, like a big ears and like a big beak or something on it, like a dinosaur or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, well, hey, we're excited about it, seriously, and more than anything, people just need to get out there and vote. Young, old, doesn't matter, because it is going to matter this year in the state of Kentucky. We're so pumped up about it. So we look forward to seeing her more in the Bluegrass State and everything. It'll be fun.
Well, thank you very much for the honor of talking to you. I appreciate it.
Whatever. I'm talking to you. Come on. I'm starstruck here, Hey, Steenburgen, thank you so much, Mary, for coming on this morning. Continued best of luck. We look forward to seeing the new movies when they come out. And next time you're in the Bluegrass State, make sure you come down to Bowling Green and visit with us, okay?
Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
All right, you too.
Thank you so much.